Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. As you can see, I'll be playing with McLaren a little bit over the weekend. Tonight, we return from our mid-season summer break, and we are heading to Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. So, the Grand Prix is in 22 days. Let's whiz our way through summer. I think we cleared off our inbox. Yes, we did. Evening, Wayne. Good to see you tonight. Let's see. We don't have a weather forecast yet, not for another 15 days, but hopefully we're not going to get more rain. That has been the bane of our existence so far this season. Let's take a quick look at where our car is in terms of parts. So we've got a rear wing on the way, which will not be ready in time for Zandvoort, but will, unless we emergency manufacture, which I'm not going to do, but it will be ready for Monza. We've got a suspension that probably won't be ready for Monza, but should be ready for, I think, Singapore is the next race after Monza. So that's good. We've got some research that's going to finish off in a couple of days, and then another one a week later. We can get those restarted with something new. We are not making any spare parts at the moment, so are we good for parts? Yes, we are. We can maybe do with another underfloor. Let me just check the state of the cars. Chassis is about to go. And the other one's at high risk as well. So or medium risk. Let's go ahead and make a couple more chassis. Because we're going to have to replace two of them very soon. One of them almost pretty much straight after Zandvoort. So it makes sense to have those spares ready to go again. Not too worried about the suspension because we are going to be putting a new one on the car very soon. And it's only one that's at medium risk. Side pods, one's at medium risk. And fine on the other one. We could go ahead and make an extra couple of front wings. I'm not going to bother with rear wings because, again, we've got new rear wings coming in a couple of races. So let's go ahead and just make an extra couple of front wings. And I can always go ahead and make an extra underfloor, I suppose. So we only have the one spare. There we go. So that is a fair chunk of bits up for manufacturing. And that will cover off all of our spares. Let's go ahead and advance time a couple of days to get that research project done. There we go. And let's go into research and get something else started. Let's see. Let's do another front wing, I suppose. We've used up all of our hours. We've got nothing for another 37 days. That's fine. So brake cooling is definitely going to take a bit of a hit. Push that up a bit, and airflow is definitely going to take a hit as well. Let's go with that. Let's go with 3 engineers. That'll be ready the day after we get our new ATR period. And then that also gives me an extra couple for researching another underfloor again. Let's see. Advancing time another week. Donna has low morale. She's still having a fight with the air, I think. Let's check in with the board for their monthly summary. High confidence, happy with results, excellent stuff. Next is our driver development updates. Let's see. So an extra point in cornering for Donna, excellent. And 3 points in braking for Embry. Wow, excellent month for her. And a point in accuracy. She's at 99 accuracy now. Okay, she needs to improve her cornering, but 3 points in braking, that is fantastic. And a point in accuracy for Donna as well. Anne has gained quite a bit. She's gained a point in cornering, point in smoothness, point in adaptability, and a point in reactions as well. She is now our most capable wet weather driver. Yeah, I think we might have put her in the car next season. We'll see how she continues to develop. We'll give her as many opportunities for extra runouts as we can as well, within reason. Let's see. Financial reports. No news updates. Okay. Get the pit crew training done. So, where are we? Fatigue-wise. Okay. Just lower that down a touch by giving them the day off. Chance of mistake is now under 10%. That is excellent. Let's do a little bit of car building here. Okay. We'll do a little bit more here as well. There we go. And then we will go back to our regular training of drills and gym training. There we go. So at the end of the month, we will have our mistake chances down to about 9.5%, which is good. Estimated pit stop time will come down by another 100th, and car building will go up just a little bit. Good stuff. Those numbers are starting to look a lot healthier. Right, what is next? I've got 6 million in the bank. Let's check our facilities. Can't afford the refurb. Not yet. But I can afford the Team Hub refurb. And still have some money for other things. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get that Team Hub refurb done. So, advancing time again. That's our spare front wings done. Evening Tiny. That's our spare underfloor. Underfloor research project is done, so we can now get that restarted. And it will be another underfloor because it is an important part. 30 days until the next ATR. Airflow sensitivity is going to be affected. Give that a boost. We'll give our drag reduction a little bit of a boost as well. We'll get 5 engineers, and that will be ready the day after the ATR as well. Excellent stuff. That's worked out quite nicely. Okay, is this the resolution of tension? Yes, it is. Finally. That will get Donna's confidence level a little bit higher. Suspension's been delayed, and we can't do anything about that. It's going to put it back another 8 days. So that is not going to be ready now for Singapore, I don't think. But should be ready for hopefully for Japan, if not Qatar at the very latest. Completion date 26th of August, actually. So let's see, 26th of August. Yeah, so that won't be ready until the day after Monza. I might be able to get one on the car. Well, I'll be able to get one on the car for Singapore. It's just, I don't know if I can get both on the car for Singapore. Might be safer just delaying it by a week and putting them both on the car at Japan, because then I should have enough time to maybe get a spare out as well. We'll see. We'll broach that as we get to it. Spare chassis are done. Rear wing design is done. Let's go to manufacturing. Slap those straight in. There we go. And we'll get a new rear wing research project underway. There we go. What next? Scouts aren't doing anything. 6 scouts. Oh, wow. Okay, let's have a look. Start scouting out information on the rest of the grid again. Keep an eye on contract details. Can't believe Lance Stroll's a 92 overall. That's ridiculous. Right. It is Grand Prix time. So, our car has had no upgrades over the summer break. And I'm sure at least one or two of the teams will have brought something. Let's have a look how much we've slipped. A little bit in the downforce. We're still pretty quick. Still got the highest top speed. DRS has dipped, I think, ever so slightly. Definitely gone down in the downforce and the dirty air performance compared to the rest of the grid. Not a bad car still. And of course we have got those new parts coming, although they will probably be the final parts that we put on the car this year. We'll see how results go. I may have to change my mind on that. Looking at the weather, and it's not good at all. Really heavy rain on the Friday for both practice sessions potentially being disrupted there. It will be dry for quali, and then light rain on the Sunday, which potentially means really difficult race pace again. So let's take that into account when we do our objectives. So the incentive is 1 in the top 14. I'm going to go 2 into Q2, sorry, and 1 into Q3. Finish position 1 in the top 14 is the incentive. I don't know if we're going to get the fastest lap, but try. Finish position streak 2 in the top 15 for 2. Fingers crossed we can get that done, and we should be able to get the quali streak done comfortably. And now it's time to head to Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix.
Hello, and a very warm welcome as we prepare for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're back from the summer break with topped up tans. Vacation, though, is now over. And it's time to get serious on the track for the second half of the F1 season. The track has seen many unforgettable moments, like Gilles Villeneuve's three-wheeled lap at the 1979 Dutch Grand Prix, which cost him victory. What excitement lies ahead this year? How will the British driver George Russell fare this weekend? He was sensational in the last race. He took home the win and set the bar very high indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One.
Shame you couldn't do it at Canada. Right. How you doing, Victor? Good to see you. Let's get practice on the way. Let's take Embry out and put Anne in. We're going to go softs for this session. Probably going to have to switch over to at least inters, maybe full wets. Zandvoort's quite a short lap, so I'm going to go with 21 laps of fuel. Let's do that. And I'm saving the hards. Normally I would run the hards in the first session on our regular driver and just get plenty of track time on them over 2 runs, but because of the rain, saving the hards for Saturday when we will have clear weather, so that if necessary I can run them for a long time to get that track knowledge up, because I think that might be a bit of an issue. Let's see. Swap out some engine bits and bobs. Go with the damaged engine there. That ERS. And that gearbox still has a little bit of test life in it. Setup wise, I'm just going to bump up the wing on the rear. Just about squeeze a little bit of life out of that engine. That ERS unit and that gearbox. Again, we'll just bump the rear wing up. Let's go with a 14.5 on this one. Let's send them out.
Radio check, radio check.
Let's see which of the two is quicker. Let's check the weather as well. Oh yeah, that's a lot of rain coming. So apologies for the lack of stream last night. I was just absolutely exhausted. I couldn't sleep Sunday evening, Monday morning, and I was expecting an important phone call that I had to make sure I was awake for, so I ended up staying up rather than sleeping sort of mid-morning. I had to stay up to make sure I got through that phone call. Then I had to do another couple of calls, and it got to the point where I got to about 6:30, and I managed to nap for about an hour, and I woke up and I was just still exhausted. I'm like, I just can't, and I went straight back to sleep. And then I didn't wake up till about 3 in the morning. So yeah, bit of a shame, but good to go tonight. Made sure I was well rested before tonight.
Okay, starting to
Here
right.
comes the rain.
How's the balance, mate?
Okay, let's take a look. 31%. That's pretty rough. Let's call her in. Can we get feedback from Donna before she hits the pits? Probably not. Yeah, she's going to need another lap. Immediately, look, yeah, she crosses the line and immediately gives me the feedback. Let's call her in because it's not going to be good. Whatever it is.
Quick feedback.
30. Yeah, pretty terrible. Let's have a look. That's a bit too much, I think. So let's pull that down to a 14. Push that to a 9.1. Push the front wing up to a 6.5. That needs to go all the way over there, which means that needs to come back. That's still not enough. Let's go with the 8.2 for a second. No, let's go 7.3. 7.3 fits. Now I can pull this back a bit. Now the front wing is too far away. Or the rear wing, sorry. That is tight. We'll try that. One of my thoughts on the F1 race in Canada. Best race of the season so far in terms of action and excitement. You know, we had proper fight all the way through. Feel a little sorry for Norris. He was a little unlucky with the safety car, although he can't really complain too much, seeing as he benefited massively from a safety car at Miami. So, you know, these things do have a tendency to balance themselves out over the course of a season, and that has balanced itself out within just a couple of races. But no, it was good. A lot of good fighting, a lot of good action. It was good to see the Mercedes were competitive. Bit of a disaster for Ferrari, but hopefully Mercedes have actually turned a corner with their car. We had a lot of false dawns last season where, you know, they thought they'd found something and then it turned out it was just a one-off, and you know, the changes they made with the way the car operated just didn't really have any long-term effects. Hopefully they have found a more consistent forward trajectory in their improvements. That does seem to be the case so far this season, which is encouraging because the more teams we have fighting at the top, the more exciting the racing is going to be. So I'm all for that, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of that. We can get 4 teams fighting for race wins in every race. That would be incredible. You know, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes all fighting for the win. That would make things very, very exciting for the second half of the season. My only concern is that we are going to get to a point where, unfortunately, just as the field is starting to close up, we're going to get regulation changes. It's going to change everything and probably spread the field back out again. It always happens. We get regulation changes. It scatters the field because 1 or 2 teams get the jump on everybody else. And then over the remaining years of those regulations, the rest of the grid starts to close up as they start to get a handle on things. And, you know, with the law of diminishing returns, the teams that, you know, got that head start can find less and less with each iteration, whereas the cars below them can find more with each iteration because they're coming from further back. And then just as the field starts to get close, we get a regulation change and it just shatters the field again. So I really hope that's not going to happen with the 2026 regulations, but I'm pretty sure it will. Just have to hope that teams can get on top of it quicker this time, more quickly. Evening, Adrian. Are we having a double tonight? No, just Zandvoort tonight. I will probably end up doing some weekend streaming at some point. Alright, this rain is pretty heavy. I'm going to call them in and put them on inters, even though it's actually no, I should probably put them on full wets. Sneak peek, making some progress. Oh yeah, look how high that water's going. Haas were typical Haas. You know, they looked themselves into a brilliant tactical masterstroke at the start, and then when it became clear they needed to switch onto the inters, they called Magnussen in, or Magnussen called him, came in, but they didn't have any tyres ready for him. So he sat there in the pits for I think it was like a 15, 16 second stop. So all that, time that he'd made up was gone. Just a complete waste of time. Evening, Dino. Getting harder and harder to take Haas seriously as a professional outfit every season. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. Not under the current management anyway, not under ownership. Gene Haas just doesn't seem to really care about the team. It's just a money machine now at this point, given the franchise model in its current form. And he's content to spend the least amount of money he needs to get the most amount of money back for that investment. Evening, Barrett. Right.
Balance.
It is about to start drying up. 87%. That's definitely a big improvement.
What was the balance, please?
Only 69% for Donna. Sorry to hear that, Baron. Hope you're doing better. Okay, let's take a look at that. All right, definite improvement here. Let's go to an 8.2. No, that puts the front wing the wrong way. This one's a tricky one. All right, let's go 6.4 instead. Pull that back to a 13.5. Let's go the opposite way. Let's go with a 10 on the front wing. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's go with a set of inters for this run. There we go. Put them out for the last 15 minutes.
Keep us posted on the condition. It's a checkered flag.
Am I going to be lucky and get that final bit of feedback by the time Donna gets back into the pits? No. But we got 4 out of 5. That'll paint a clearer picture. Ooh, okay. Not as clear as I was hoping it was going to be. That definitely needs to be over there. So I'm going to go like that. Put that there. We'll leave everything else as is. We're only at 25% track knowledge, but we've got the potential for yet more heavy rain. Let's go with 30 laps of fuel, just on the off chance it will be dry. We'll go with a set of medium tyres. And let's have a look at Embry. She needs to run a lot, unfortunately. I'm going to put her down for 45 laps of fuel and hope. But we'll probably end up having to call her in halfway through. Again, we just need to make some small tweaks. We've got the front and rear wings nailed. Just a little off everywhere else. Try pulling back to a 9.5. And let's try that. Not sure if that's going to do it, but we'll give it a go. Have we got to change the engine? Yes, we have. 1% won't make the entire session, unfortunately.
Track is green.
Looks like the grain's clearing up.
It's not going to be that much rain. That's good. We'll just have to suffer through it.
Copy that, we have more rain coming. We have more rain in the pit lane now. More rain. Update on.
Right, close to feedback with Donna. Now the track is drying up.
How is the balance, please?
92, so that's definitely another good step forward. Still not where we need it to be. Let's call her in. Everything's just that little bit off. Let's go up to a 9. I'll go with that. Might need to move the front wing just a touch more again, but we'll see.
How's the track?
And Embry's setup is nailed. Excellent.
How's
So
the
she can
balance?
stay
How's
out
the
now.
balance?
that's a weight off.
Not expecting more rain in this session.
And see what we can do with Donna now for the rest of this session. Can we get her car to 100 as well? I don't think I'm going to get it on this run, but again, I'm just looking to fine-tune those deficits and just try and find a little bit more information on where the sliders need to move to. We're not far away. But when everything just reads great, it makes it tricky because it could be either way. So you need to move things just enough to try and trigger something going optimal or going good, so that you can rule out or confirm what needs to change and in which direction.
What do you feel with the car at the moment?
And we actually went backwards, which, yeah, I kind of expected. But that should, theoretically, now make it easier, to take a step forward. Because we should have some more definitive information as to where the sliders need to be. Have a look. Yeah, there we go. So we've got something nailed. The rear wing is excellent. If I push the front wing up there, it's probably a bit too much. I'm going to take that back. Actually, no, it needs to be this way, doesn't it? That needs to be somewhere over there, and that needs to come back to about there. Let's give that a go. So I go there with the front wing. And do that. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And that's right on the edge of the traction, right on the edge of the cornering. So that should confirm or deny that option for us. Evening, Clark. How much time have we got left in the session? 15 minutes. So she'll have just over 10 minutes or so of running. Be a start for the final sessions running. Track knowledge, only 48%. Embry's still going. There goes Donna. An interesting session. So we've got one car exactly where we needed it to be and got a good chunk of running in as well. So we can definitely get Embry up to 100% on her confidence. Donna is proving to be a little trickier. Now we're into dry weather for this day, so let's take a look. Front wing is just off. So we'll go back to a 9.5 on that. In fact, no, 10's too much. Let's go 9.5. Now we can correct this back, knowing what these values need to be. and then we just have to wait and see if that will fix the straights, the oversteer, and the traction. I'm going to run for 40 laps of fuel. And if we get it right, we can just leave her out, and that should be everything she needs. Let's take a look now at Embry. 40 laps of fuel, that will be enough. And we can send them out. So Embry's on set and forget. We can just ignore her now and just focus entirely on Donna. There's a new F1 Manager 24 release video that was launched today by Frontier on their YouTube channel. It's about 5.5 minutes long, going through some of the features of Creator Team. Unfortunately, it's voiced by Matt Gallagher, who I just really don't like. So I remember he got in an argument with somebody on Twitter a couple of years back, and someone, I forget who it was, and he made a disparaging remark about someone who then clapped back, calling him like a Poundland David Croft, which got him blocked, which I thought was brilliant. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that guy. Ah, look at that, perfect, 100%. And apparently I'm not the only one as well, because I looked at the first few comments on Twitter after they dropped the video, or the link for the video, and there were a couple of people who said that they had to watch it on mute. Still waiting to see what car number 4 is going to be. Oh, lock up Donna.
So
I'm still waiting to see what pre-order classic livery number 4 is going to be.
Run off the track.
So far we have the 2013 Lotus Renault, the 89 McLaren, and the 91 Williams. Which I will probably be using as my starting livery, the 91 Williams. I think we'll see a Benetton / Renault, either the Schumacher 94-95 Benetton or maybe even the 93 Benetton. Back when they were yellow and green. That would be an interesting one. Maybe we'll see a Jordan as well. As long as we don't get that god-awful Earth car that Honda did. That was horrendous. And we are done. Both drivers fully prepped and ready. Mark says he's not going to start until I get a week of gameplay in. I'll get a week of gameplay in a single day. I'll just be playing that thing all day, yeah. As soon as it drops. I don't know what I'm going to do for a live stream schedule on that yet. But I'll think of something. Because that first one could be a very, very long stream. What I might do is I might split the first episode up into 2 streams, because I don't know if we're going to go into the full creator team, or I might just do that as something separate. Because I will spend an eternity in creator team. I'll probably spend more time in that on the day of release than I will actually racing. Right, so there we go. Both of our drivers now have reached a point where they are starting in very high confidence. That is excellent. Ember is slightly higher than Donna.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race. It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
And you're right. Well, it's nearly time for qualifying.
Right, well, before we qualify, we've got to put the good stuff back into the cars. 92% engine, 54% ERS, and a 64% gearbox will do fine. Just do one flying lap. Go with a 92 engine again. 74% ERS and 78 gearbox. There we go. And we're ready to send them out.
Flag is green.
Give them a little bit of space. I want them to do non-slipstream runs so I can see what the individual pace is like.
You can bring the tyre in.
We can always try slipstreaming a little bit later in the session.
So focus on braking, on tires.
Alright, we've got Yuki popping out of the garage. Just hope we don't catch him around the end of the first sector, going into the middle sector, because that's always a point where we could lose a huge amount of time.
Position is good now. Charge your last corner.
Yeah, we should be good. I don't think we'll catch Sonoda. So who is faster through sector 1? Let's have a look. It is Donna. Embry's braking improvement is really good, but it's the cornering that still hurts her more than anything else. Really wish I could get her to focus purely on that. Or just 2 skills rather than 4 skills, just to try and improve the likelihood of getting an improvement to cornering. It's definitely hurting her on this circuit. She's done a 109.3.
Drive to the Delta. And we're box this lap, cool the car.
And Donna is, well, less than a tenth quicker. She didn't have a good final
Okay, stay
sector.
close to the reference.
Take a look
Charge on
at
and
the
box.
difference
Charge on and
between
box.
those sectors. So 24.1 and the 24.1, just 6 thousandths difference there. 23.9 and a 24.0, nearly a tenth there. And we're talking 5 thousandths in the final set. They're actually pretty close then. They're closer than I thought. Let's prep them for another run. Get them out relatively early again. Stroll's on a flyer, just started. Behrman's about to start his flying lap. Albon's a little way off yet. Behrman. Magnussen's gone top.
We need good work on brakes and tires on your way out.
Still pretty close. Whose Twitch stream do you know? Are you talking about with Leclerc? Is it a P1 live stream or is it a Frontier live stream?
Big gap, big gap. You're good to go.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
So both drivers improving. Donna's actually gone purple. That's encouraging. Although she did get held up a little in the middle there. Embry's gone purple in the middle.
Okay, that's currently.
So Donna has
51.
gone top. And now
Yeah,
Embry
Johnny
goes top.
Box.
And again, very close between the two of them. So their dry running pace is very, very similar. But it's obviously going to be a bit different when the rain falls. That should be enough, I hope, to see us through, although we're still waiting for the big names, the Ferraris, the McLarens, the Red Bulls. Wait for Hajar as well. He's been quick. He has got a penalty. Oh, and there he goes. He goes top. He's got a penalty going into the race. And Embry is quicker than Max. Zhou's up there. Piastri's up there. It's a very tight grid, look. Less than half a second is still enough to get eliminated. Top 8 are separated by just 0.2 of a second. Alright, let's pay attention to who is likely to get eliminated. Looks like Sainz is out, unless he goes out very soon. He might do. Maloney hasn't gone out yet. How many laps has Sainz done? 3 laps. Yeah, he might go out again. Here come the rest of the cars. Yeah. Because it is such a short lap. Don't need to go out too early. But obviously the longer you leave it, the bigger the risk of getting held up on your out lap by cars on a flying lap. Which means you then run the risk of actually not making it to the line in time to start your flying lap. Situations like this. Oh, that's disaster. I think, or is that Schumacher? No, it's not Schumacher. So that is Stroll. Stroll's on an out lap as well. Look at this, nose to tail. That's going to be chaotic. That's going to be very chaotic. All right, Ocon on a flying lap. Those Bearmen. Now Schumacher on a flying lap, starting his. Let's ride with Ocon. He's going to be the first of the guys in the elimination zone to cross the line. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up next year, if anywhere. Obviously, Alpine have kicked him to the curb. Leclerc is now in the drop zone. And Leclerc is out. Oh, there's our first big casualty. Ocon gets through. That puts Albon in the drop zone. He's coming up to the line now. Albon goes top because he got a slipstream behind Verstappen. Porsche is out. Here comes Schumacher. Can Schumacher get through? No, Schumacher's out. He's less than 0.4 off the pole position time and he's still out. What about Sainz? Is he able to get a big enough toe here behind... Is it Tsunoda or Zhou? I'm not sure. I think it's Zhou. No, it was Tsunoda. And Sainz is out. Leclerc is 19th.
Okay, good job.
Porsche's out. Schumacher's out. Maloney's out. Russell just scrapes through. Look at that. Less than 0.4 and he's out. That's crazy. This is going to be a very tight qualifying. Very tight qualifying. And this time we'll try a slipstream run. Now that we know that both drivers have very, very similar pace, having run each of them ahead of the other one with clean air between them. Let's see what kind of difference we get with a slipstream run.
Wake up those brakes.
Piastri has gone out early as well. Hopefully no one else will pop out until we get the start-finish straight. Last thing I want is a car popping out right in front of us.
And track is now clear.
Looks like we should be good.
So we are good for traffic. You can go.
And that's Russell making his way out. Oh, that's a mistake. Embry with a lockup. So she's going to need to run again, but she will have damaged those tyres. Yeah, 10% extra damage to those tyres. I mean, they were both going to need to run again anyway, but now she's going to need to run just to set any kind of time. 109.3. It's about a tenth slower than their first runs, I think, in Q1. And 7.6 seconds slower for Embry.
And we are boxes lap.
Interesting though, I think we might be... No, we're not quicker than Oscar. Thought we might be quicker than Oscar for a minute. So we'll do another slipstream run on the same tyres. This time we'll get Embry to get the tow.
Okay, and we need to wake up the brakes now. Make sure you give us a couple of good braking.
Come on, switch places. Not going to switch places.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
time to push on these tyres. Overtake is available.
Charge on. Charge on. Battery is high.
Got to get closer. Tyre temps still a little bit of an issue. Not sure how much of those affected by the fact that we took manual control where we did. But I don't think it was.
Only can use the deploy.
Going to give Albon a really nice tow here. And there we go. So, a little bit of an improvement. And those tyres are done.
Charge on and box now.
Just be careful with this tyre.
So I'm just going to do one flying lap and hope that we can get both cars through. We've already achieved one of our sponsor targets by getting both into Q2. I only technically need to get one in Q3, but obviously I want to get both through. I'm going to try and wait for a car to come out that will give us a bit of a decent chance of a tow. There we go.
I want to see good work on your tires.
So now it's a question of can Donna stay close enough to Max?
You can bring the tyre in.
Once again, those tyres are just not up to temperature. Much healthier looking tyres in terms of temperatures for
Okay, you can pick up the
Embry.
pace.
Oh, got traffic coming out. That gets out of the way quickly. Didn't hurt us. We're not really close enough to Max, unfortunately. Donna hasn't improved at all in the first sector on the new tyres. That's got to be down to the tyre temps. They're up to temp now. Oh, traffic, that's going to hold up Max. This could be good for us. But it's not. It's ruined both of our drivers' laps. Oh my God. Got to call them in while there's still time.
Ciao, John.
So sick of this happening to us. Luckily, we went early enough that we have got time to turn them around and send them back out again. But we have every chance of having the same issue again at some point now. And at the wrong way round.
Battery is high. We stick to the plan.
All right, we'll just have to make sure that it's Donna who gets the tow then. It's frustrating. Let's take manual control earlier this time so that we can get those tyres in the right window.
If you can, push.
Still not hot enough.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Oh man, it's so frustrating. These temperatures just don't want to work. Should at least get Donna through. I don't know if Embry's going to make it. That's not a good start. Oh great, we're going to catch the traffic at the worst possible place again. We got away with that.
Good job, let's check a flag.
Can we get through? Have we done enough in the middle and final sectors? We're both drivers are through, although it's precarious here for Embry. Ocon is out, Giovinazzi's out. We've done it. Whew. By 16 thousandths of a second, but we've done it. We've got both into Q3, and Donna ended up P3 in the end, although that was with the tow. Yeah, tyre warm-up is a real problem here. So I have a plan. Because it's going to be a wet race, I think there's a very good chance we won't need both sets of softs. So going to go with 2 flying laps, no cooldown. And we're going to take manual control straight away. There we go, got them in sequence. The first lap, we're going to run in neutral, like this. Build the temperature in the tyres.
Manage your tires.
And then go for it on the next lap. And then we'll probably do the same with a brand new set of tyres towards the end of the session. Because it's really hurting us, just not getting these tyres up to temp. It's killing us in the first sector. So this way I get to burn off a little bit of extra fuel and get the tyres up to temp without taking too much out of them.
No more lift off required. We need to push. You're good to push. And you can push on tires. We're good on tires.
There we go, much better. Embry's tyres up to temp now. Donna's just about to turn up.
Can use overtake.
There we go. And we'll swap them over as well for the second run. Put Embry in front so that Donna gets the same slipstream benefit. There we go. That's not bad on worn tyres.
Charge on for now.
So now it's going to be judging when is the right time to go. Ooh, excuse me, could we get our first pole position of the season here? I think now is the time to go. So there we go.
You can bring the tyre in.
Battery is high.
Gap between
Let's
them is
lift off,
perfect.
Okay, good braking, please. We will not need liftoff. And you can pick up the pace.
Time to push on these tyres. And overtake is available.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge.
All right,
the battery a
here we
little bit.
go. I'm worried about Sonoda, less so about Piastri. No improvement for Embry in the first. Donna's gone purple. I think Sonoda's actually going to get out of the way in a nice spot for us here. He is. Excellent stuff. Improvement from Embry in the middle. Same for Donna. She should have a mighty final sector here. Not enough. So we have missed out on pole. But not by a massive amount.
A little bit more Lyco, please.
see, how far off are we? Look at that. 10th and a half away. Look how close it is. There's Albon. So Tsunoda's on a flyer, so is Oscar. See what Oscar can do. They're both improving. Oscar splits the pair of us. What's Yuki going to do? He's going to get a tow here across the line from us. Or up to the line. But he doesn't improve enough. So we can't do anything about the cars in front. So now it's just a case of keeping an eye on Behrman and Albon. Albon starts his lap. He's a long way off, so he is going to improve. Behrman is the tricky one. He is so close to us. He's only half a tenth away from Donna. Sorry, from Embry. So is he going to get an improvement? He's got a slipstream behind Russell. God damn. So Behrman's going to jump probably the pair of us here. Going to knock us down. Max moves out of the way. He has not been able to take pole position away from Isaac. Missed out by 0.003 of a second. Albon does not improve much. He finds 0.3 of a second, if that. So it's all going to come down to Behrman, who's got closer to George. He's going to jump us. He could go top here. Is this going to be an Alfa Romeo front row lockout? It is. Behrman takes pole position. 0.2 ahead of his teammate there in the end, thanks to that tow from the back of George. We will start 6th and 8th. Not horrible, but it's just such a shame we couldn't quite do it. Still chasing that elusive first pole position. Oh, I forgot Isaac's got the penalty. So he's going to start 5th. That means Max, George and Lance will all move forward one. So Max is going to start on the front row. He's going to have more pace than Behrman. So Max and George, I think, are going to be the two that'll fight for the win here.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Zandvoort's highly banked corners make it one of the more unusual Grand Prix circuits. Dutch driver Max Verstappen won with a dominant lead here in 2021, driving the home fans to a frenzy as he did.
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
To be honest, I think they're exceeding expectations and impressing a lot of people with their performances.
So let's see how the teams tackle this race today at the Dutch Grand Prix.
How indeed. Well, we've achieved all of our qualifying targets. That's excellent. We should be on to do the finish position. Hopefully we can get the streak done as well. We've done the quali streak today. I'm not going to do a guarantee. Let's see what the weather's going to do. going to be another period where it's going to take a while to get fully wet. Don't think I can stretch a set of mediums. What about if I try and stretch a set of hards? I mean, they're not going to be quick. It's looking somewhere around about lap 45. Maybe even later than that for inters. That is a bit too much of a stretch. And we're going to be slow on those tyres anyway. Okay. Well, let's go for the explosive... Oh, no, wrong button. There we go. Let's go for the explosive start. Try and get an undercut. Go with something like that. So lap 20, then lap 45. We'll have some wiggle room if we need to stretch. And if the rain is going to come heavy earlier, we can always adjust and go more aggressive with those mediums. There we go. We'll throw in 2 extra laps of fuel. There we go. Very aggressive off the line. Try and make the most of these tyres while we can before the rain falls. Let's set them to the grid.
Get ready for some fighting between the sand dunes here at the Dutch Grand Prix. And here's George Russell, focusing on the race ahead of him.
It's a promising position for them starting in P3. They'll be looking to make the most of the slipstream.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. The drivers are ready and the crowds are waiting. It's the Dutch Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Alright, so we've held position off the line. Isaac is on softs and has got ahead of Stroll. And we're stuck. So let's go into top up.
Charge on.
Everyone in front on mediums. Could make things interesting. Oscar on hard tyres. We need to try and get past him early if we can.
Press overtake.
And we know that Oscar tends to burn his tyres quite hard. He tends to go quite heavy on them. So he might have to switch onto a set of softs before the rain. Isaac is back in front of Stroll again.
Overtake available.
Melting the tyres already. Come on, keep it in there. Damn it, I shouldn't have taken her out of driving clean air. All right, we've got Donna through on Stroll. Let's go for an inside lunge.
DRS enabled.
There we go.
Bit of an update for you. We're currently in P8. Oscar is the car ahead.
And we've got past Stroll as well. Beautiful.
Behind.
And now we can calm those tyres down. No, wrong button. Don't want to pit now.
Just manage your tires, please.
All right, strong start.
Recharge on.
Donna's gone up to 5th, Embry's up to 6th.
Charge on.
Now we need to make sure we don't get dropped. I want us to try and stretch a gap to the cars behind us while we have this opportunity. Before the wet weather hits.
That is the fastest lap.
Got the fastest lap for now. Don't know how long we'll keep that. Not that long, I would imagine.
Recharge on. Let's have recharge on then, please.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
Overtake is available.
Don't think we're able to drop Stroll before the DRS line.
Recharge on.
I do want us to try and move a little clear if we can. Right, there we go. Let's check tyre wear. So definitely got an advantage over Isaac, less so over the other soft runners. Can I jump in here?
Okay, we need some deploy.
Yes, I
We don't have
can.
enough battery.
But I'm out of battery. Can't stick the move.
Let's go for a push. Charge on. Cool the car, please.
Stroll's caught back up. I kind of expected that, unfortunately, but I'm hoping that Oscar will keep him honest, keep him away from us. We'll try and get some battery. We've definitely got the pace, I think, to jump Isaac. Just don't have the battery to do it at the moment. Even just save a little bit of extra tyre while we're tucked up so tight like this. The fact that Behrman is still leading is actually keeping the field condensed. If it was Max leading, he would probably be able to break away. And of course, with Max stuck behind Behrman, it's stopping Russell from trying to move forward as well. Isaac also now stuck. I'm going to say this will give us a nice opportunity to get these batteries recharged. Keep the tyre temps under control. Maybe we can break through in a lap or two. Very strong chance that all those cars that are currently on mediums are going to go onto a set of softs and have more pace than us. So we don't want to dilly-dally too long here.
Recharge on.
Max has got in front of Behrman. Now, is he going to try and stretch that gap? Pace has definitely stepped up. You can tell because Isaac's pace has picked up. And Behrman's got him again under DRS. That's going to squash the field back up again. Switch to Donna now. Isaac's definitely saving his tyres now.
We can use the deploy.
If you can.
I think Stroll might be having a little push as well.
Can use overtake.
All right, let's look at getting Donna through. Prefer to do it without burning the tyres if possible.
Keep cooling the car.
There we go. Inside line achieved. And that's Donna into peak confidence now.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
It's my last chance to get Embry through here as well.
Time to push on these tyres.
Nope. All right, we'll go back into a charge mode again then. Stroll is close. Got to be wary of that.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Oh, that's contact. Oh, who is that? That's Max. Max and Behrman. So yeah, we're gonna double stack here. Let me check. If I can make those tires go. I can, and I can also look after them a little bit as well. Do the same with Embry, and we'll take advantage of this VSC to save a little bit of pit stop time here.
Two cars out.
What did they do? Side by side. Who caused it? Oh, Max. That was Max. He turned and hit the back wheel of Behrman, which spun Behrman straight into Max and sent them both straight on.
Feel the frustration
That's
from
Max's
the team
fault.
watching on the monitors.
Absolutely Max's fault. He should get the penalty for that.
Virtual safety car deployed.
And they are both out. Leclerc currently last at the moment, and on soft tyres as well. Expect Albon to box and Hajar to box. Maloney as well is a contender to box. Not sure about the others. You might see a whole flurry of activity here. I don't know. And there is the penalty for Max. The much deserved penalty for Max there. Is anyone else going to join us? No. Yeah, there we go. Albon and Tsunoda have both come in. Schumacher's in. .4, it's a good stop. And we do lose a place to Tsunoda, which unavoidable given that we were doing a double stack, but we did get out in front of Albon. And now we're just 6 seconds, less than 6 seconds behind Leclerc. So we saved a bunch of time there. And there's a big enough gap between Tsunoda and Donna that we can quickly get Embry through and get her back into peak confidence as well. So this has actually worked out very nicely. Very nicely. Leclerc has a real opportunity to try and score some points on his teammate here, but I mean, he's outside the points himself at the moment.
Virtual safety car is ending.
Okay to pick up the pace.
And DRS is now enabled. No need to push the tyres.
You're good to push.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Yuki is trying to go for it. Just trying to be careful with our tyres here. Save the battery as well. Bring them into temperatures, nice and carefully. We'll just have to use a little bit of battery to get back
And
onto Tsunoda,
overtake is
who
available.
is pushing. See, his tyres are already wearing out at a slightly quicker rate than us. He's already onto the back of Donna. New fastest lap for Oscar. Snowder's going to get through.
Charge on.
Almost got our cars back in sequence here.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Battery is full. Need to drop the pace.
There we go. Now we're exactly where we need to be
Charge on.
in terms of battery level for
We
Donna.
want to manage our tyre budget.
Excuse me. So we can look after these tyres. We'll let Yuki do the heavy lifting pace-wise in front of us. And we'll just protect what we have rubber-wise. We're not lapping as quick as I was hoping we would as a train at the moment. We're already 16 seconds off, so at the moment anyone who stops is going to come out behind Schumacher. And now the gap is starting to come down in front. I might have to go up a tyre
We have
level
margin
again.
to push a bit more.
Just not quite keeping up with Sonoda without the DRS at the moment. Half a second quicker than us on that last lap. Oh, this is going to be tight. Might have just lost the DRS there.
And recharge on.
Yes, we did. Okay. Let's have a little squirt of battery.
You can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
And we can have recharge on, please.
On charger.
Again, we're just outside of range.
Recharge on.
And I can use this as an opportunity to just give a little bit more battery to Embry. It's going to be much easier to charge Donna up than it is Embry.
Overtake available.
And that gap is definitely coming down, as you can see. The pack in front of us.
And recharge on now is okay, please. Press overtake.
And I'm going to need a sustained battery push here, so I've got to push Embry as well. Make sure she doesn't get dropped in the process. It also might give me an opportunity to potentially break away from Albon and Schumacher. We're almost on the train. So we should get some confidence boosting overtakes done very, very soon. And there we go, we're back onto Sonoda.
You can consider a little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
And there we go, Ocon and Zhou into the pits. So they will drop to the back of the grid.
So recharge on.
Donna missed the DRS. It's been a sudden increase in pace in front of us, that's why.
And recharge on, recharge on.
No, we just missed it. Just missed it by a tiny amount. And then see Sonoda got a nice little DRS slipstream there. Schumacher's through on Albon. And that's more soft tyres for the cars behind. Ocon and Zhou. So that means everyone in front of us, if they are stopping, probably going to go softs. We might see some try and keep going. Russell and Piastri are leading a 1-2 for Ferrari here.
Charge on. Drop the pace now, please.
Schumacher looking very racy on those softs. Got to be wary of that. Magnussen boxes now. Leclerc is up next.
Okay, you can pick up the pace. Okay, keep cooling the car now. Charge on.
More cars diving into the pits.
Overtake is available.
I'm going to go around the outside of Charles Leclerc here. Maybe. Maybe.
On click overtake this.
All right, there we go. Back after Sonoda. And Schumacher slips through as well. Both of our drivers now into peak confidence. Not all the way up, but not too far away. And there is Leclerc diving into the pit, so we got that overtake done just in time. So those is really pushing those tyres. Let's take an update on the weather. Yeah, we're still looking around that 45, I think, if not slightly later. Is chat broken? Haven't seen anything pop up for a while.
Charge on. And keep an eye on the battery. Signs in the pit.
All right, let's take a look at our pace against the leaders. It's not great, is it? Piastri and Stroll still pumping in some very, very quick times. And Schumacher's going to come through. All right, well, we'll let him push those soft tyres. That will hopefully close us up to Sonoda.
Charge on.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Oh, Schumacher's boxed. Wow, okay. Did not expect that.
We look after the tires. And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
And we did get the overtake credit for that. Quite nice.
If you can, push. Recharge on.
Don't make me regret this, girls. There's Oscar into the pits. Yuki's boxing already as well. So Stroll's going to be boxing very soon. We are now de facto race leaders, first and second. The question is, can we hold everyone back until the rain comes?
Charge on.
Can use overtake.
Let's go for a flying lap here with Embry. It's not going to be quick enough for fastest lap, so I'm going to immediately dial that back. Created enough of a separation between the two that they shouldn't trip over each other for a little while. There goes Stroll. So we are 1-2 right now. Less risk. Stroll's come out all the way down to 17th. We are forming a queue behind us, but I don't care about that. Still no update on the weather.
Need to drop the pace.
Let's try and save a little bit of tyre if we can. This is risk. It may open us up for a lunge from behind, but while we've got Albon in third on those mediums as well, I want to try and take advantage of that. Because it'd be easier to defend from him than it would be from someone on softs, with Russell on pretty much new hards. Look at all that traffic behind us. Norris is about to join that queue as well, I think. And there is Ocon slipping past, so we do have to be wary. Who do I think will get the second seat at Williams next year? I honestly don't know. I mean, there's talk that Valtteri may get a one-year deal at Mercedes. If he doesn't, then he's got to be a contender to go back to Williams. We still don't know what Sainz is going to do, but I think he's probably more likely to go to Sauber than Williams. But he's still obviously in the mix for that seat at Williams. They have had advanced talks. Who knows where Ocon's going to end up? It won't be at Mercedes, I'm pretty sure of that. So Ocon's got to be, in the mix for the Williams seat. Maybe I can't see Sainz going to Alpine. Maybe Bottas goes to Alpine. I don't know. I mean, it's tricky. We still don't know what Joe's going to do either. Joe could well go to Alpine. That would certainly be a lot of extra sponsorship money for the French outfit. You'll think they'll take a risk on Kimi. Who? Mercedes or Williams? If Mercedes think Kimi's ready to get into F1, they'll stick him in their own car. They won't stick him in the Williams. If they don't think he's ready, then they might well sign Bottas on a one-year deal and keep Kimi in F2 next season.
Yeah, confirm we have more rain. We have more rain around.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. I think Sainz is the key to unlocking the rest of the driver moves. Once Sainz decides where he's going, that should let all the other dominoes start to fall into place. Yeah, we're in for a big season of upheaval in the driver market. All kicked off by Lewis moving to Ferrari in January.
Okay, we need some deploy.
And overtake is allowed.
Just put the push.
It's a bit more long.
We still don't know what's going to happen with RB. I mean, Tsunoda's been confirmed now that he's going to be staying at RB next season. That means Ricciardo's future's up in the air. Lawson. Is Lawson going to be on the grid next season? If he is, it's going to be at Ricardo's expense, and I can kind of see that happening, in which case, where does Ricardo go? Does Ricardo go back to Alpine? Does he go to Williams? Here comes the rain. Just starting. And we're now into that really dodgy transitional period.
And recharge on is okay, please.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
Ocon is off and away, and I don't think we've got enough pace to catch him.
Charge on, charge on.
Evening, Briefel.
Charge on. Charge off.
And recharge on.
Ah, damn it. Here comes George. Yeah, floodgates are about to break, I think.
Just head down.
Keep what you're doing.
Can we at least stay with George?
Overtake available.
On this evidence, no.
Charge on now, please.
Press overtake.
Damn it. Giovinazzi's got through. And he's immediately straight onto the back of Don. Yeah, we're in that period where the weather's just going to absolutely kill us. If we can survive to the Inters, we might have a chance of getting a podium. But that's going to be tricky, because every time we get in this situation where a car gets between the two of us, we just immediately lose that place.
Charge on. You're right now.
didn't even get the DRS.
Ciao, John.
And now Embry's screwed because she's lost another place. Ah, this is so painful.
And we can have recharge on, please.
And there goes Isaac. Again, we have just no defence for that. That's killing us.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
We only got P2 and P3 because there was an early VSC when Ollie and Max collided, when Max took out Ollie. And we boxed early, got an undercut. But we're suffering now. We don't have much grip left in the tyres either, so I can't even push the tyres. Try and use that as a way to keep up. All I can do now is hope that we can keep Zhou and Co behind us. I think Zhou's about to slip through here. Not Zhou, maybe Oscar. Another 3 or 4 laps, I think, before it's going to be good enough to change. Now Embry's about to lose to Zhou, which means Zhou's going to immediately pick off Embry. Donna. And this is just nibbling away at our confidence. There we go, Zhou's through already. Don't have the grip left. Everyone behind us has got better softs as well. It's hard not to be defeatist when we get situations like this. Even with the DRS on Zhou, we're still losing time. This will save us for this lap from getting overtaken from behind. Sainz gets past Piastri. Norris is right up there as well. Sonoda, who was dead and buried about 10 laps ago, is now back up to 11th, and he is going to breeze past us as well if he gets up to us. Right, 12 minutes till the track goes to 1 mil or higher. But it's going to be quicker than that before we go on to the inters. We're almost there. And that's Embry overtaken.
Keep concentration high. Recharge on. So recharge on.
Straight past Donna, like she wasn't even there. And there we go. There's another place lost. Oh God, oh, it's horrible. I can't do anything about this. There's just nothing I can do. We don't have pace in these conditions because our drivers are terrible in the wet. We don't have the tyres. Don't have enough battery. A little bit of fuel, I can push that now.
Or we can cancel
That's
lift
all
off.
I can do. Donna's about to get overtaken by Oscar. Straight through. And look at this, even with DRS and pushing the fuel, Norris just straight through like we weren't even there. God, they're all lining up for a piece of us.
Recharge on.
Oh, this is so painful. Ocon has boxed. I think I'm probably a little too early. Can I sneak into the pits here? A little too late, sorry. Yeah,
And recharge
too
on
late.
now is okay, please. And confirming where box is that.
I think I'm going to have to go for a double stack.
Let's try to get it.
Just try and put a little bit of extra space between them.
And you can use the deploy.
Just confirming I have set the
Box.
pits for this lap.
Box.
There we go. There goes Stroll.
And we're box this lap.
Charge on. Charge on.
All right, didn't lose too much time waiting there.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
All right, Leclerc has got in front of us.
Clear at exit.
Her confidence has dropped. Oh, Embry's taken a beating, look. She's taken an absolute pummeling in the confidence stake. She was at peak confidence before all those overtakes started happening, and now she's only just hanging on to medium confidence at the moment.
Overtake is available.
Got a yellow flag. Oh no, she's locked up. God, and that's killed whatever confidence she had left.
No need to push the tyres.
Ugh, disaster
And
again.
recharge on, recharge on.
Manage your tires.
We were on for a podium. Only 3 cars yet to box. We were leading 1-2. We were on for getting a podium, maybe even a double podium. And now we're going to be lucky to get points. In comes George. He's got a huge lead over his teammate. Should have gone hards maybe on that pit stop instead of mediums. I just didn't think I'd have enough pace on the hards. Decent stop for Piastri. Schumacher coming in. Another typically good stop for AlphaTauri there. Right, Donna has got through, and we have got back in front of Schumacher. Small mercies.
Can press overtake where
Embry
possible
is
to
just
discharge the battery a
so
little
far
bit.
off. Her pace is going to be non-existent for ages now. And we're still not in the right window to get our pace where it should be. We need probably another 0.4 mil of water. So we're vulnerable still. And we're overheating our tyres a little bit as well, unfortunately. Yeah, we're losing about a second a lap.
Charge on, charge on.
Just going to focus on Donna because Embry's just going to be pootling around. As long as we can get her into the top 15, just to keep the streak alive, I will settle for that. But I want points with Donna. I'll be disappointed if we don't get them. I'm in two minds about what to do here, whether or not to let Porsche through and then just try and harvest battery while we still got the DRS, but it's only for another lap or two. We've got 4 minutes, so that's what, 2-3 laps until the DRS switches off. I'm not going to fight it, but if he gets through, and we'll go immediately to harvest mode. And if he doesn't get through, well, that'll be defensive bonuses. Like that.
Can use overtake.
At least we're not a billion miles off the pace. Poor exit there from Porsche, having to defend from Schumacher. Gives us a little bit of a breather. I think we've just got him covered. Yes, we do. Just.
And recharge on is okay, please.
See a full lap of battery push for Embry. Improves her time by a second. Still losing out to the Williams drivers though. losing over a second to all the cars in front of us. That's partly down to the conditions, partly down to the defensive driving. Oh, and there's a chance Schumacher's going to get the pair of us hit. He is. Straight up the inside. Alright, so this gives us a chance to try and harvest some battery. Assuming that Schumacher doesn't just bolt away, which it looks like he's going to do.
No more lift-off required.
Yeah, it's gone. In that case, I'll just have to burn everything just to stay with him before we lose that DRS completely. Which is about to happen. That was it. That was my spare battery gone.
On keep an eye on your battery. Drop down the plates now.
We're only 2 seconds behind Schumacher. I need this weather to sort itself out if we're going to get anything from this race. There goes the DRS. It's now been turned off. Now, hopefully, our drivers can start to find a little bit more performance again. Still not quite wet enough for us. I think Leclerc's catching us. He is. Leclerc's pushing right now. Come on, Embry, start picking your pace up, please.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
We can just get that water level up a little bit more. I think we could start to find some pace again and maybe start to close the gap to the cars in front. But until that happens, we're just going to have to sit here and defend against Porsche, and Leclerc's about to join the party. It's not going to get that wet, and it's not going to stay wet for very long. I don't think we're even going to get points. Not without some kind of intervention. We just lost so much time in those dodgy conditions on dying mediums. It crippled us. Normally I don't mind wet races, but this season I loathe them because they just give us the shaft every time. Right, our pace did improve slightly. Embry's finding more time as well. She's found 3/4 tenths on that lap, and she found about the same on the previous lap. I think the track is finally starting to come to us. It's not going to stay with us for very long, unfortunately. Another 4/10 of a second. Right, it is coming to us slowly but surely. Now I'm going to start to push the tyres a little bit more.
Pushing tires. We're good on tires.
Time to push on these tyres.
Embry found another 3/10.
We do need a little bit of lift off for the fuel.
Starting to close down Schumacher again, I think. We're certainly pulling away from Porsche now. And that will have a positive effect on our lap time as well if we're not having to drive defensively to cover him off. This should be a much better lap. We should be comfortably in the 114s. Yeah, 114.8, there we go. 6/10 we gained on Porsche, 4/10 on Schumacher. But I can't keep this tyre push up for too long, or else they're going to overheat and degrade quicker than forecast. I just want to take advantage of the weather while it's in our favour. Plum found another few tenths of a second there. She's getting quicker, and that's going to boost her confidence. Just close to getting out of low. Donna's confidence is still drifting down back to her starting level because she's not in a position to overtake or attack. Not yet. Nine seconds, just over 9 seconds away from Stroll. I don't think we've got enough time left to close that gap.
Just manage your tires, please.
Weather is going to spike itself down again in about 4 minutes, and that's going to kill our pace again. I think this is it. I think we're fighting for 12th, and yeah, we're not going to keep the streak alive because Embry is not doing enough.
And overtake is available. If you can, push.
Like I said earlier, it's hard not to be defeatist in situations like this, but definitely being realistic. Porsche has suddenly found some pace and is back on us again. Yeah, he pushed hard on that last lap. I'm going to go all out on this lap and just see if I can close up to Schumacher. Get away from Porsche again.
Okay, tires are hot. Allez vieux, in your race now.
And recharge on. We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Just keep looking after your tires.
And half a second. Not enough.
Charge on.
It's not enough.
Let's have recharge on then, please. We want to manage our tyre budget.
Another reason I hate races like this is we've now got to wait another 12 laps to inevitably just stay where we are, or maybe even drop back even further. Water levels going down, which means so will our pace.
Big lifts.
Leclerc's missed a golden opportunity to close things up in the driver's standings. He's not going to get points either tonight, but that is of little comfort to me, because I'm in competition with, Alpine and Mercedes and Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo. At least Williams aren't scoring points tonight, nor a Haas for that matter. The teams that I need to score points on are all ahead of me, apart from Williams and Haas. Water level stays around this range and doesn't keep dropping. Maybe we can do something, but unlikely.
So recharge on.
Disappointing end to what was shaping up to be quite an interesting Grand Prix for us. So there's definitely points lost. But it wasn't through any fault of our own. It was just the weather. The weather killed us. The streak going is down to us. That's down to
Keep me posted on track condition.
Embry making a mistake, and we might get hit with a DRS overtake here. No, we blocked him. Let's go rarely defend.
We're happy to stay where we are.
We'll let him through.
Ciao, John.
Use the opportunity to get some battery, and then just see if we can sprint. I'm tempted to box Embry and just put on a set of softs and go for the fastest lap. But I doubt I'll get it in these conditions.
Press overtake.
Track's already starting to get wetter again. So I'm going to have to get back past Porsche very quickly. Next DRS zone, I've got to make that move. I hope I don't get taken by Leclerc in the process.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can. Let's lift off, please.
Oh, I can get him on the main straight.
On click overtake,
No, I
please.
can't. I'm out of range.
We can still do it.
I should have just gone into DRS the window there. I did. And I couldn't get the move done, and there goes the DRS. God damn. Cannot catch a break.
Ciao, John.
I'm going to retire Embry's car. There's no point keeping her out there.
Box now.
Ciao, John. Let's go for a push.
So at least try and get back past Porsche. That's the best I'm going to do tonight, is 12th. That should be enough to keep the board happy, I hope. One of our incentives was to finish with one car in the top 14. That we will achieve, even if Leclerc somehow gets past us.
Okay, charge on. Drop the pace now, please. You've got everything, press on hold available. Cool the car. Let's try to take opportunity. 6 more laps.
Oh, get him, get him, get him. Please don't run out of battery on me.
Reminder on the battery.
Damn it.
Charge on. Five more laps.
Come on, Donna. Stay close so that you can do something with the battery when I give it to you.
Okay to pick up the pace.
Porsche has suddenly started to pick his pace up and he's going for a push.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
I've got to go for the gamble. Got to go rarely defend and try and avoid making defensive manoeuvres.
Let's try to get him. Three more laps. On a bit of lift off, you can, it should help you.
Don't want to use the battery to close up because then I won't be able to get past. But if I keep pushing the tyres like this, I won't have anything to actually be able to attack Porsche with. Or even potentially keep Leclerc behind me. Gap is coming down. Porsche has stopped his push.
We look after the tires.
2 laps to go. This is going to be a comprehensive victory for George Russell here. Two laps to go.
We will not need liftoff. Two more laps.
Track's drying up again.
Overtake available.
This is it, my do or die moment. Close enough.
Keep us posted on the conditions.
Right, if I can just stay close enough, got a chance in the DRS zone.
Last lap.
Tyres are gone.
Charge now.
Huge tyre deficit now.
Okay, we need some deploy.
I think I lost the
We have
DRS.
margin to push a bit more.
I did.
Russell wins it.
Hail
First
Mary
over the
time.
line.
Risking a puncture by
Okay,
doing this.
cancel liftoff.
Again, I don't think I got the DRS.
Okay, keep an eye on your battery.
No, I didn't. But at least I'll keep Leclerc behind. 13th. Oh, what a shame. We had such an opportunity.
Okay, we take the flag.
Such an opportunity for some good points today. And just that weather killed us. I'm hopeful for Monza. If the weather's good at Monza, we should get points there, but who knows? Who knows what the weather's going to do? We'll find out in a couple of minutes.
Well. That seemed pretty horrendous for the Aston Martin driver.
That'll be quite a blow having to cut their race short, but they'll be doing everything they can to come back stronger.
Though Karoon, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
Shit.
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target...
Blah, 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 blah. Right, confirmation of the final result. It is another win for George Russell. And look at Giovinazzi up 12 places to finish in second. Sainz up 16 places to take fourth. Huge points for Alpine tonight. Hajar gets third, gaining 2 places after his pre-position drop early at the start. Oscar gains a couple of places as well. That'll be just basically down to no Tsunoda, no Verstappen. Not Tsunoda, sorry. Behrman and Verstappen. Good race from McLaren. They both found some extra places. Tsunoda managed to get the fastest lap in the end and keep it. Stroll does hang on for the final point ahead of his teammates. Donna down 7 places. Embry failing to finish. And no points for Charles Leclerc, despite gaining 5 places. That's going to hurt him long term in the championship. He had a real chance to close the gap to Max tonight. And of course, no points for Ollie as well. Let's see what the driver standings do look like. Max continues to lead his teammate by 43 points. Neither of them scoring. Lando missing an opportunity to close the gap as well. He only gains 4 points on Charles tonight, so the gap's 59. Russell up 2 places, jumping his teammate and Porsche as well. He is now just 5 points behind Lando. Oscar also gaining some points, 6 points behind his teammate. There is Ocon getting 6 more points. Good points for Hajar tonight. Yuki moves above his teammate by 6 points. And then there you see Alpine getting big points. That's horrible for us. Just the 1 point for AlphaTauri. That helps. Behrman getting a point for his pole position. And then no points for us. No points for Williams. No points for Porsche tonight as well. So that helps us in our fight with Haas. Constructor standings look like that. 409 points for Red Bull. They are still a massive margin ahead of Ferrari, who have moved in front of McLaren. Big points for Ferrari tonight. Mercedes stay 4th. Alfa Romeo stay 5th. Alpine move up 2 places above Haas and AlphaTauri onto 117 points. So our new target now is 112. And yeah, we're 54 points off that at the moment. So yeah, we are a long way away at the moment. A couple of good races could change things, but we'll see. Take a look at the pit stops. We do get both cars into the points again tonight in 8th and 9th. So 6 more points there. Red Bull have the quickest stop with Charles Leclerc on 1.9 ahead of AlphaTauri's 2nd and 5th. So they will close the gap to Red Bull ever so slightly by another 3 points. McLaren get 1 car in the top 10. Ferrari get 2. Alpine just get the 1 and Mercedes get 1 as well. So the standings look like that. 402 points for Red Bull. AlphaTauri now just 12 points behind in that battle for the championship there. Ferrari are 19 points clear of McLaren, who did close the gap by 2. We are losing more ground to McLaren, but we are kind of holding steady against Alpine. They took 2 points out of us tonight, but we still have a 22-point gap over them. Mercedes a long way back in 7th. Williams in 8th on 19 points. No points for them tonight. Alpha still with just the 1 point, and Haas still yet to score. They see our stops: a 2.4 and a 2.7 for Donna, a 2.3 and a 2.5 for Embry. Just need to find a little bit more speed and a little bit more consistency. There's quite a fluctuation in our stops still, unfortunately. Report cards: 9 and 13 in the overtakes, 34 and 17 in defence for Donna. She did a good job. It's powerless to do anything in the weather. 7 and 20 for Embry. Not very good going forward. 26 and 17. Despite losing a whole load of places as the weather changed on us, we still have positive defensive numbers for her. That's encouraging to see. And of course, we did get some extra experience for Anne. Much better suited to wet running. Seriously considering putting her in the car next season. Just don't know who I'm going to replace. As far as the sponsors go, well, let's have a look. It gave us the finish position streak. We did manage to keep that going, apparently. Oh no, yeah, wait, no, the finish position streak was one in the top 15, wasn't it? So something like that. Oh, I'm not sure, but it's given us the money for it. The finish position, we got that one in the top 14. We got the quali position, which was one in the top 12. Not sure. Can't remember. We didn't get the fastest lap. That's cost us 52,000. We did get 1 car into Q3 and both into Q2. So we have made about $1 million on our base rate tonight, which is pretty good. At a time when we still need as much money as we can, because we still have to work on refurbing the factory. Car part inspection. Let's have a look. Rear wing has gone. We've got a new rear wing we can put on. Let's go ahead and do that. Fail on both cars. Chassis has failed. We knew that was coming, which is why we made some more chassis. Side pods have failed. I think we've got another side pod coming. Underfloor is close to failing. Oh, wow. A lot of parts have failed here. So let's put on that. Another front wing. We're waiting for that new rear wing to pop up. So we'll hold off on that for now. Suspension needs to be switched over. Have we got more suspensions coming? Or did I not do those because we've got suspensions on the way? We've got suspensions not far off. So there's no immediate risk with our suspensions failing. We're just going to go into the next Grand Prix without a spare. We haven't got time to make one, even if I wanted to. 4 days away. Let's have a look at the weather for tomorrow night's race at Monza. Please be dry. Please be dry. Yes. Thank fuck. Oh boy. Yeah, we have dry weather. So hopefully we can do some good. That new rear wing could be effective. Let's have a look. It has made a big difference. Look at that. Although, again, we're looking at slightly distorted numbers because there may be some upgrades still to come and some cars may have damaged parts that need to be swapped over. But we've definitely, let's see. Let's compare against our other car, which doesn't have that wing yet. There you can see we've gained a fraction on the acceleration, just a tiny amount. We've gained a nice amount on the DRS, 3.3% almost. We have gained a little bit of extra speed, not much, 0.05 kilometers an hour. We've gained 0.01 G in the low speed, which is good. 0.01 G in the medium speed. We have also gained 0.14 in the high speed. That's quite nice. We've gained a little bit in dirty air as well, about 0.8%. And we have taken just a touch of weight out of the car again as well. So we have potential to do well. That improved DRS will definitely come in useful. We're still very quick. Are we still the quickest car on the grid? I think we might well be. Yes, we are. So the combination of the new rear wing with the weather does give us the opportunity for points, and hopefully good points at Monza. Just need to make sure our drivers don't do something stupid. Memorabilia room event won't affect them on the race itself. Race day factory event won't affect them either. That'll or the pit crew for that matter. That'll only affect how quickly we can get a part out. That's good. That's very good. New ATR period is 2 weeks away. That isn't good. A driver media appearance for Singapore. That's going to hurt us. But yeah, we have a chance. We have a chance of getting some decent points tomorrow at Monza. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. Right, that is it for tonight's stream. Missed opportunities, unfortunately. I was hoping for a decent result tonight, but you know, when I saw that water track on our radar, I knew that we were going to struggle for an extended period, and unfortunately, given how close the field was here at Zandvoort in general, it just completely killed any chance we had of a points finish. But we have dry running for Monza. We have a very quick car in terms of top speed. We have a very strong DRS. Those things will hopefully pay dividends. We also have a car that's good in the low and medium speed corners. The high speed not quite as good, but certainly has improved with the new rear wing. We'll find out exactly where our car sits against the rest of the grid tomorrow night before we start the race. But yeah, I'm quietly confident that we can get some points tomorrow, and I'm very hopeful. Hoping is definitely the term there, that we could maybe even be in contention for a podium. I think the win is still going to be beyond us, but we shall see. We shall see. If we get safety cars again, all bets are off. Anything could happen. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those strange Grand Prix. If we can protect our tyres early on and stay with the group, try and find the ability to overcut and successfully overcut, that could be very nice indeed. So we'll see how that goes. I hope you'll join me for that. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time as always. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.